On to this now. The White House is making a major push to end the war between Russia and Ukraine.
President Trump has spoken to leaders of both countries, and today, the vice president will sit down with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Doug Luzader is live for us with more. Many questions, especially after what may have been a prisoner swap earlier this week that we still don't know much about, Doug.
Yeah, good morning. It pretty much was a prisoner swap, which, that had been the question. What did Russia get in exchange for releasing that U.S. citizen? As far as Ukraine is concerned, the president promised to end the war in Ukraine. And while both sides may have to make some concessions here, the administration is already making it clear that NATO membership for Ukraine is pretty much off the table. Vice President J.D. Vance arrives in a snowy Germany for the Munich Security Conference this morning, sitting down with NATO's Secretary General.
We're going to talk, of course, about the Ukraine-Russia conflict and how to bring it to a negotiated settlement.
Later in the day, Vance will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and the message may be tough.
We would have Ukraine, we would have Russia, and we'll have other people involved.
President Trump has spoken about forging ahead with peace talks, but as the war in Ukraine rages on, there's already been a big concession to Russia. The U.S. does not see Ukraine joining NATO.
I don't see any way that a country in Russia's position could allow them, just in their position, could allow them to join NATO. I don't see that happening.
That's a critical issue for Ukraine, which has always envisioned NATO membership as a way to ward off further Russian aggression. And critics have accused the administration of taking sides.
Trump and Hegseth literally appeared to be negotiating on behalf of Putin.
But on the other hand, the vice president told the Wall Street Journal that U.S. military options are on the table if Russia refuses to agree to a deal.
It's a push and a pull, and it is designed to get Putin to stop the war.
And it's increasingly clear that Ukraine will be under enormous pressure now from the White House to give up at least some territory to bring the war to an end. Back to you guys.
All right, Doug. Yeah, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, too.
To you
You've got
as
on
well.
your red tie. I see it.
I have to admit, I wore it by accident. I had forgotten this morning and just by happenstance picked a red tie.
Don't forget the flowers.
Yeah, don't forget the flowers.
Just as long as you don't forget your wife. Then
I still have some time.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
Doug. Gotta love Doug.
Always, for sure.
He did mention that he has some time.
Yeah.
So does that mean he doesn't have them at
It sounds like that. It
Good
sounds
thing
just
we
like that.
reminded him.
We're just doing our job up here.
That's right.